Picture this. It's a scorching day at TCO Performance Center, and the Vikings defense is absolutely dominating. Amid the chaos, one name keeps popping up: Elijah Williams, a defensive tackle who wasn't even on the radar after the draft. This guy's a tryout warrior who earned his spot post-rookie minicamp, and he's already showing he's got the heart of a Viking. In Saturday's preseason game, Williams played just 21 snaps but made them count, racking up 4 pressures on 15 pass rush reps. That's the kind of disruption we love on the dark side. What makes Williams special? His college tape at Morgan State screams potential: 33 sacks and 52 tackles for loss at the FCS level. Sure, the NFL is a whole different beast, but this 6 feet 3 inches, 270-pound powerhouse plays bigger than his frame. His explosive first step and slick hand usage had offensive linemen scrambling. Against the run, he's a brick wall, shutting down a wide zone play by stonewalling a lineman and making the tackle. Vikings fans, are you seeing this? Could Williams be the next Ivan Pace Jr. in our UDFA legacy? Even coach Kevin O'Connell can't stop raving about him. After rookie minicamp, defensive line coach Marcus Dixon pulled O'Connell aside and said, "You gotta watch this guy." O'Connell admitted he doesn't usually geek out over D-line drills, but Williams' effort and pop caught his eye. The dude's sitting front row in team meetings, soaking up every word like a sponge. That's the hunger we need. What do you think, Vikings Nation? Is Williams a diamond in the rough or just a camp flash? Drop your thoughts below. The Vikings have a knack for finding UDFA gold, and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's track record proves it. Since 2022, 8 undrafted free agents have made the 53-man roster, from Luigi Villain to Gabe Murphy. Williams is following in their footsteps, but his journey is unique. Signed after a standout tryout, he's not just another name on the depth chart, he's a disruptor with serious upside. His performance against Houston in the preseason opener, 20-10 win, SKOL, showed he's ready to compete. Are we witnessing the birth of a new defensive star? Williams' stats from Morgan State are eye-popping, but the jump from FCS to NFL is no joke. Still, his ability to generate pressure in limited snaps is a great sign. He's not just a pass rush specialist, his run-stopping skills are legit too. On one play, he shrugged off an offensive lineman like it was nothing and stuffed the run. That's the kind of versatility Brian Flores loves in his defense. Vikings fans, do you think Williams can handle the NFL's big boys? Let's hear your predictions. O'Connell's comments post-game were pure gold. He loves Williams' work ethic, noting how the rookie's hustle stood out even in basic drills. "There's a lot to like about him," O'Connell said, "and you can feel the excitement." With veterans like Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave anchoring the line, Williams could learn from the best. Imagine him bulking up in an NFL weight room for a year. Could he be the next big thing? Drop a comment if you're as pumped as I am about this guy. Let's talk big picture. The Vikings' defensive line is stacked, and Williams is fighting for a spot in a crowded room. With Marcus Dixon coaching up stars like Harrison Phillips, Jonathan Allen, and Javon Hargrave, the unit ranked top 5 in sacks and top 4 in third-down stops last season. Williams' explosive playstyle fits right into Flores' aggressive scheme. But here's the question. Can he carve out a role among these heavyweights? Vikings Nation, what's your take? The path forward for Williams might mirror Levi Drake Rodriguez's last year. A developmental year to refine his skills and body. FCS facilities don't compare to NFL-level training, so a year under Dixon's guidance could transform him. His 270-pound frame already plays stronger, but imagine him at 290 with polished technique. That's a scary thought for opposing offenses. Are you buying the hype, or does he need more time to prove himself? Hit the comments. This is why we love Vikings football. Underdog stories like Williams keep us glued to every snap. Kwesi's eye for talent is unreal, and if Williams keeps this up, he could be the next UDFA to make waves. Stay tuned for more from training camp, because this defense is cooking. Who else are you watching in Eagan? Let's talk about it below. Now, let's zoom out to the bigger picture at TCO Performance Center. The Vikings defense is absolutely bullying the offense in camp, and it's no surprise with guys like Jonathan Greenid and Dallas Turner syncing up for sacks. Williams is part of this relentless unit that's making life tough for J.J. McCarthy and the offense. According to The Athletic, the defense is on an entirely different level right now. Is this a sign of a top-tier unit, or is the offense just rusty? Greenid, a 2024 Pro Bowler, and Turner, a rising star, are leading the charge, but Williams' ability to crash the backfield adds depth. His 4 pressures in limited snaps show he's not just a practice hero, he's game-ready. With Flores' creative schemes, this D-line could be a nightmare for QBs. Vikings fans, are we looking at a top 3 defense in 2025? Drop your hot takes below. The best part? This defensive dominance is giving McCarthy the ultimate test. Facing Flores' unit every day is like preparing for a playoff game. If Williams and the D-line keep this up, they'll make life easier for our secondary, too. Who's your favorite defensive player so far? Let's get the conversation going. Let's talk about Marcus Dixon's impact because this man is molding monsters. In his second year as defensive line coach, Dixon's already got the unit humming, top 5 in sacks, top 4 in third down stops, and first in interceptions last season. Williams caught Dixon's eye on day 1 of rookie minicamp, and that's no fluke. Dixon's got a track record, from helping the Rams win a Super Bowl to turning Denver's D-line into a fumble recovery machine. Is he the secret sauce behind Williams' rise? Dixon's coaching style is all about effort and technique, and Williams is eating it up. O'Connell said Dixon was buzzing about Williams after one practice, and you can see why. His hand usage and explosiveness are next level for a tryout guy. With Dixon's guidance, could Williams become a starter down the line? Vikings Nation, what do you think of Dixon's coaching? Drop a comment. The defensive line's depth is insane. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Harrison Phillips, and now maybe Williams? That's a rotation that keeps QBs up at night. If Williams keeps stacking performances like Saturday's, he could earn a roster spot. Who else on the D-line are you hyped about? Let's hear it. Time to get real. Making the Vikings roster as a UDFA is no easy feat. Kwesi's hit rate is impressive. 8 UDFAs since 2022, including standouts like Ivan Pace Jr. and Gabe Murphy. Williams is up against tough competition, but his preseason debut was a statement. For pressures in 15 pass rush reps, that's efficiency. Can he keep it up against stronger opponents? What's wild is how Williams wasn't even part of the initial UDFA class. He earned his shot through a tryout, which makes his story even more inspiring. His Morgan State stats, 33 sacks, 52 TFLs, show he's got a nose for the ball, but the NFL's a different beast. With Dixon and Flores in his corner, though, he's got a fighting chance. Vikings fans, do you think he makes the 53-man roster? Let's debate. The Vikings' history of UDFA success gives Williams hope. Pace Jr. became a star, and Murphy's already turning heads. If Williams keeps showing out, he could be next. What's your favorite UDFA success story? Hit the comments and let's talk Vikings football. Let's dive into the preseason opener against Houston. A 20-10 win that had Vikings Nation buzzing. Williams wasn't the only standout, but his ability to disrupt in limited snaps stole the show. The defense as a whole was relentless, with Greenid and Turner celebrating sacks like synchronized swimmers. Is this a preview of what's coming in 2025? Williams' run-stopping play was a highlight, shutting down a wide zone like a veteran. His explosiveness off the line is something you can't teach, and it's got Flores grinning. With the Vikings defense already ranked second in EPA/play last year, adding Williams' hunger could make them unstoppable. What did you think of the preseason game, Vikings fans? Drop your thoughts. The offense struggled against our own defense in camp, but that's a testament to how nasty Flores' unit is. Williams is part of that chaos, and if he keeps this up, he could be a rotational piece by week 1. Who else impressed you in the Houston game? Let's keep the SKOL vibes going. Halfway through camp, and the Vikings defense is the talk of the NFL. SI.com's Will Raggett says the first-team unit is causing all kinds of problems for the offense, and Williams is right in the mix. His ability to push the pocket and stop the run makes him a perfect fit for Flores' aggressive style. Are we building a Super Bowl-caliber defense? Young players like Williams, Jalen Redmond, and Dwight McGlothern are pushing for snaps, showing the depth Kwesi's built. Williams' tryout to star storyline is the kind of thing Vikings fans live for. Imagine him lining up next to Hargrave and Allen. Talk about a nightmare for QBs. What's your bold prediction for this D-line in 2025? Hit the comments. The best defenses blend pass rush and coverage, and the Vikings are nailing it. Williams' pressures in the preseason show he's not just a camp body. He's got real potential. Vikings Nation, are you as excited as I am about this defensive depth? Let's hear your SKOL chants. Let's talk about the culture in Egan because it's fueling guys like Williams. O'Connell's all about opportunity, telling players, regardless of how you got here, attack it every day. Williams is living that mantra, sitting front row in meetings and grinding on the field. That's the Viking way. How much does team culture matter to you, fans? Williams' story is straight out of a movie. Undrafted, overlooked but fighting for his shot. His 270-pound frame might not scream dominant, but his strength and quickness say otherwise. A year in the NFL strength program could turn him into a beast. Do you think culture is key to unlocking UDFAs like Williams? Drop a comment. With Kwesi and O'Connell building a roster full of hungry players, the Vikings are poised for something special. Williams embodies that underdog spirit, and his preseason flashes are just the start. Who's your favorite underdog on this team? Let's get the conversation rolling. The clock's ticking on training camp, and Williams is making a case for the 53-man roster. His 4 pressures in 15 pass rush reps are no fluke. Those are starter-level numbers. With veterans like Harrison Phillips mentoring him, Williams could develop into a key piece. Vikings fans, is he a lock for the roster or still a long shot? Dixon's coaching is a game-changer. He's got a history of turning raw talent into stars, and Williams is his latest project. The defensive line's depth, Allen, Hargrave, Phillips, and now maybe Williams, gives Flores endless options. How would you use Williams in this defense? Share your game plan below. As camp rolls on, every snap is a chance for Williams to shine. The Vikings' history of UDFA success means he's got a real shot, but he'll need to keep dominating. What's your take on his chances? Let's talk roster cuts and who's making the team. Let's zoom in on Brian Flores' defense because it's a masterpiece in the making. Ranked second in the NFL last year for EPA/play, this unit is even scarier with additions like Hargrave and Allen. Williams' ability to crash the backfield adds another layer of chaos. Is this the best Vikings defense we've ever seen? Flores is a mad scientist, and Williams is his latest experiment. His quickness and hand usage fit perfectly in Flores' aggressive schemes. Against Houston, Williams showed he can hang with NFL talent, even in limited snaps. Vikings fans, what's your favorite Flores defensive moment? Drop it below. With young players like Williams and veterans like Harrison Smith, this defense has no weak links. The depth is unreal, and if Williams keeps developing, he could be a steal. Who's your X-factor on this defense? Let's hear your thoughts. Back to Williams' journey. His Morgan State stats are no joke, but the NFL's a different animal. Still, his preseason debut showed he's got the tools to compete. For pressures in 15 reps is elite efficiency, and his run-stopping ability adds versatility. Can he translate that to the regular season? The Vikings' D-line is deep, but injuries happen, and depth is everything. Williams' tryout to roster storyline would be a huge win for Kwesi's scouting team. With Dixon's coaching, he could be a rotational piece by midseason. What's your prediction for Williams' role in 2025? Hit the comments. Every great Vikings defense needs unsung heroes, and Williams could be one. His hunger and hustle are what make this team special. Vikings Nation, are you rooting for this kid to make it? Let's show him some SKOL love. Let's talk about the bigger UDFA picture. Kwesi's found 8 roster-worthy UDFAs since 2022, and Williams could be number 9. From Ivan Pace Jr.'s breakout to Gabe Murphy's flashes, the Vikings know how to spot talent. Is Williams the next in line? His path isn't easy. FCS to NFL is a massive leap, and the D-line room is crowded. But his preseason performance and O'Connell's praise show he's got something special. A year of development could turn him into a starter. Vikings fans, who's your favorite UDFA of all time? Drop it below. The Vikings scouting team deserves props for finding guys like Williams. His story is proof that talent can come from anywhere. Are you hyped for more UDFA surprises this season? Let's get the conversation going. As camp winds down, the focus is on roster battles, and Williams is right in the thick of it. His preseason stats, 4 pressures, solid run defense, make him a contender. But with only 53 spots, every rep counts. Can he outshine other young D-linemen like Jalen Redmond? Dixon and Flores are pushing Williams to refine his game. His explosiveness is raw, but his technique is improving fast. If he keeps stacking performances, he could steal a roster spot from a veteran. Vikings Nation, who's your dark horse for the 53-man roster? Let's hear it. The Vikings defense is built for chaos, and Williams fits the mold. His journey from tryout to potential roster member is the kind of story we love. What's your take on the roster bubble? Drop a comment and let's talk SKOL. SKOL, Vikings Nation. What a time to be a fan. Elijah Williams is just one piece of this explosive 2025 squad, and training camp is giving us all the feels. From his preseason breakout to the defense's dominance, the Vikings are cooking something special. Who's your favorite camp standout? Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more Vikings news. Share this with your fellow fans, and let's keep the SKOL vibes alive. Until next time, let's keep cheering for the purple and gold.